I use the term that when our country was founded, we now use the term citizen and we call it a noun. I call it a verb. It turns out that to keep our democracy or our republic, you have to citizen. And to citizen, you have to understand the world that you live in. You have to understand your elected officials. You have to understand issues that are happening, good, bad, or whatever. And then you decide where you fit on those issues. To understand all of that information and make sense of it, that's what news has done for us in the past. We now have lots of information, but it turns out some of that information coming through whatever social media platform you like or dislike is partisan, or it is a person's opinion. It is not just the facts. And the algorithms, unfortunately, don't help with that, right? They feed you what you think you want, but it turns out when we had newspapers in the past, you might be reading a part of the newspaper that you liked, but you got exposed to parts of the newspaper you didn't like. Or you might read an article that you might normally not have read, but because it was adjacent to the one that you liked, you read it. Now we don't have that. It's all divided in a way that is not helpful. It turns out when you talk to people on the ground, there's lots of experiments around this. When you ask them about national issues, they immediately get into arguments. And that was, by the way, before the last administration. That was just in general. When you talk to them about local issues, it's a very different conversation. Yeah, well, I know that person. Yeah, of course I know that they did X, Y, and Z. I like that, even though I may disagree with them or be of a different party than them. We have to figure out ways to continue to engage our civic side of our life. And that is incredibly important, it turns out, for our big D democracy. And so we have to have local news. The question is, what's the best way to have it and how to solve and how to support it?